DCE for Kaira is joining me now, South Dayi. Mr. Nesmale, good morning. How are you doing, sir?
Good morning. I'm fine, thank you.
Great. Is it true that a school within your jurisdiction has been done and dusted, but the contractor says we have to wait for you before the children move into the school?
That cannot be true. I have never said anything like that, and I have never asked that anybody should wait for me. I know that there's been trying to put up school blocks in the various communities, including Kaira. And let me tell you a little background of the class. There's a school block in Kaira. It was given out under the Schools Under Trees and Emergency Intervention Program in the year 2011 in August for 8 months, and it was to finish in June 2012. The contractor could not finish it, and in July, the PPMC, the Procurement and Project Management Consultants, who were the consultants of the project, wrote to the contractor that he is liable to a penalty. That was the end of any correspondence between the assembly and that project. Early this year, the minister for the region, the Honorable Archibald Lecha, invited us to indicate if there are any projects in their districts yet to be commissioned.
Right.
And I indicated the projects that are outstanding, including this very one, because my engineers told me that the contractor had come to a conclusion, he has finished building, but he had not handed over. So I indicated that to the minister, including 3 others, that were ready but not yet commissioned. I have never met the contractor. I don't know him. I've never seen him before. I've never spoken to him before. The PPMC consultants have never indicated that they were ready to hand over. And at any time that projects are ready, what is done is for the technical team to inspect the project as to specifications and work well done.
Okay.
And then we'll organize a meeting of the stakeholders, the community, the schools, director for education, and we'll go in there and inspect and hand over from the consultant to the chief executive to the director of education, director of education to the head of the SMC or the PTA or all of them, the community, for them to know that the work is done.
So Mr. Mallet, let me ask you this. How is it possible that there's a project in your jurisdiction that you superintend on behalf of the President of the Republic, and you have never taken occasion to speak with the contractor, never seen him before? How is that possible?
Yes. Unfortunately, the contract was not awarded by the assembly but by GET Fund. And we monitor all projects, including GET Fund and any project going on in the district. So you
should know the contractor there. You should have interacted with him at least once, correct?
I've never seen him. We've asked for who he is. We never got to him. That's not the only one. There are a lot of other projects where we cannot even track the contractor.
And I'm asking you, how is it possible that somebody is working in your house, but you have not met the person before, and the person is building and digging in your house? Is that possible? How is that so?
Yes, it's because these contracts are awarded by not by the assembly, but by external agencies like GET Fund or CODA or some other institutions. I
see. So you have not taken interest in who the contractor is and whether he's doing a good job for you, because when the project is done, they will hand over to you to manage. Yes. You have not taken interest in that?
Yes, we have engineers in the assembly who support me to do that, and we monitor all projects. But the contractor will have to identify, we have to identify him, we have to look at his, the supervising engineer normally is from the awarding agency. Okay, and so if GET Fund is the one that awarded the contract in this case, then PPMC would organize the consultants to inspect the project or to monitor the project as to delivery time and quality. And that is not done by the assemblies, how do you call it, engineers.
What is your role as DCE in such projects that are awarded from elsewhere? Because I'm trying to balance the two in my head, that somebody is in your backyard digging to set up a school and you have not met the contractor before. I am shocked. I don't know if you are shocked too.
It is, well, I will not say I'm shocked, but and that is what happens. We try to look for the contractors. We don't have the way of finding them. Some contractors will come to you and say, I have this project in your district and I'm working with you and I want you to help us, and we help them. Some of them will not even want to talk to you, and there's nothing you can do about it, unfortunately.
The school is completed now. You saw the story. The children are sitting on the veranda at the mercy of the weather.
I've seen it, and we want to use it, but it will have to be handed over to the assembly for us to use.
So until they come to hand it over to you, what efforts are you putting in to make sure that the children get into the classrooms?
Well, if today the consultants and the contractors want to hand over, I'm ready to take over, even today.
I'm sure your children have gone to school, sir, this morning.
Pardon?
I am sure your children have gone to school, sir, this morning.
My children, in the sense of my...
Your own children, have they gone to school today? Your own children, sir?
Well, I'm sorry, I don't have my children going to school. But yes, children of all ages and everywhere are my children as well, and I believe that they should go to school.
But do you want them to
holidays now?
Do you want them to go to school and sit on veranda?
No way. That is not right.
So why is that happening? Why is that happening in your backyard?
Well, it's because the arrangements are such that you cannot interfere. You cannot intervene.
Mr. DCE, you represent the president. Do you recognize how much power you have as a DCE?
I do, yes. But if a contract is awarded from Get Fund, for example, without any recourse to the assembly, there's nothing you can do about it.
I'm not happy with you this morning.
You are not?
Yes.
Why?
Because the children are studying on the veranda. You are telling me you don't know the contractor. You have not met me before. You cannot intervene because the contract was not awarded by you. I find it unacceptable.
Even if I say I have not met him, not necessarily me per se, but even my engineers, the director for engineering, the director for education, nobody knows him.
We want the school opened now. What do we do? What can you do to help us?
The consultants come to my office today. Well, today I'm going to the AD to collect some books for the schools, but tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, they should come and we open the school.
We have interviewed the contractor. Should I give his number to you so you can call him?
Well, put him online now if you want to. I don't know him. I've never met him before. I don't know where he is. Let him come online. Let everybody hear him.
I want to give you his number so that you can call him and open the school. Am I asking for too much?
No, you're not asking for too much. Give me his number. Okay.
So my production team will give you the number. Then you connect with him. When should we expect for the school to be opened?
Well, immediately I will discuss with the contractor and the consultant, and latest Friday the school should open.
You mentioned that there are other projects, schools, for example, that have been done, but you have similar problems. Do you have a list of them offhand?
Well, yes. There are some of them at various levels of completion, not necessarily completed.
I see. DCE, thank you this morning.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And I will come back to Kaira.
I wish that your reporter had done this story with my input. It wouldn't have come to this extent. But thank you very much for the opportunity.
Your input now is startling, Chief. But have a good day. In Kakadenyo.
Okay.